Hi, good evening. Hi, Arun. I'm just setting up just one more moment and I should be good. Okay. Hi, Arun. Hi, Ashish. Hi, Raphael. Hi, Mitchell. Good evening. Hope you had a good break. Hi, Vivek. We have futures open and market is not looking good. It's 1/4% down already. And the most important thing, the open and high are same on ES 4390. So till the moment 4390 is not gone, I think it's going to be terrible. So let's give us a couple of more minutes so that more people can join. And then we can evaluate this week. Hi, Ryan. Hello. Yep, 4380 doesn't want to hold. It wants, it's getting weaker and weaker. I have a time. Hi. Hi, Amit. Hi, Abhishek. Hi, Yogesh. Yep, everything is well. Hi, Orlando. Oliva. So let's do one thing. Let's do some scanners. Like people were asking me regarding the scan for Inside Day. So let me do one thing. Let me just copy the scan and post it on the Twitter channel and you can pick it up from there. You can use it for any time frame. I'm posting this on Twitter so you can use it. Boom. I've shared that. Mitchell, yes. Hi, Nitin. Hi, Harshit. Hi, Manish. Good evening. Hopefully, things will look a little better over the period. But as of now, I don't see anything because it's holding well below the important level of 4382. And we'll talk about that. So let me just start with the scanners first. I'm doing the inside week first and then the inside day. So inside week, we have Walmart, McDonald's, FTX. These are the important ones which I'm interested in. So we do cover Walmart. Yeah, so it's inside week. Let me just delete this. It's an inside week. We had inside week on Walmart, McDonald's. McDonald's I removed. So I'm just keeping a space for McDonald's. Because if anything has to move, these stocks will move up. Like I did Target on Thursday. So I do want to include Target here. So I'm just keeping that as a note. Hi, Vasudha. Hi. Yes, Ryan. Like features are down. We cannot do anything about that now. Hi, Ashwin. Hi, Vikram. So that's on my FTX. FTX is also on that. So now we have to choose that if you want to trade uh, on the longer side, these defensive stocks, maybe some of the healthcare stocks will also come into the picture. Technology sector is really, really weak, and the kind of selling it had on Friday and the kind of selling it had in recent days is significant. QCOM, Shop, Square, they all have inside days. So QCOM, these are inside week. QCOM, Shop, Square, Zoom, I don't, not interested. Neo, Roblox, no. Opta, maybe Opta. So we need to choose from this what can we do? Right now we have ES and QQQ. I'll also add NQ today because many people have sent me DMs. I should do NQ, so I'm including NQ just for that purpose. Okay. And we'll clean it up the list based on what we see. If the strength is good, we can pick it up. If the strength is not there, even on the short or on the long side, we'll pick up any of these tickers, which we already have inside weeks and inside days. Hi, Nehal. I do not understand your question, Jingalala. First of all, you should use a proper name. This is absolutely like insane name to have. Ryan, yes, cat was like we waited for cat, and cat can really do uh did really amazing job on Thursday. So let's look at that. Okay, so I think we have reasonable amount of people to start. So let's look at ES first, and let's look at ES from weekly perspective first, and then from a daily perspective. So weekly, you see we had a clear evening star here. We started from this point, we went up, this was a candle, this was a doji, and then a follow-up red candle, and then we had a big red candle, which we closed right on that 4382 area on Friday. So this evening star is in continuation as of now. There's no respite. Now, once we break this 4382, I hardly have any good area to hold. That's why the 4382 is really crystal clear level that if we lose this, we might hit this intermediate level of 4300 and go down to 4260 and even make a new low. I want to show you one more thing. Let me just clear this drawing and show you one important thing. See, we came here 4581, and just keep this in mind. This was the first time we lost 4581 and we lost the regression channel. This is scenario one. We made a low of 4200. Okay. Then again, we came up, we lost it. We made a low of 4100. We tried up, we failed again, 4581. This is the second time, this is the third time. Going by the trend, we should make at least 100-point lower if this thing is working properly. That we made 4200, 4100, we have a gap on SPY or SPX at around 400 or SPX 4000. That should be filled. So currently it's a continuation of an evening star. There's no respite from the candles, all the price action. And if we convert this into high Kanishi, it's still bad. There's no respite whatsoever. So again, futures are futures. By the morning, I don't know if some respite happens and we stay above 4384, 82 area, then possibly we might see some consolidation towards higher, and then there's a continuous selling. Or if we are below this, we might start with selling and then continue, because this week we have ERs from Netflix, Tesla, and other big companies. And next week is bigger on the companies' ERs. So unless and until these companies post something seriously good, I don't think so we have any respite. Right now, one more thing, which I'm now moving on to the daily candles. See, we hit 4382, 4382, 4382, we closed on it. You can knock a wall not these many number of times. This support was tested at least 4 times now. So if we have to break, this is the appropriate time for it to go down. This goes down and we'll hit 4300. I'll check on this level, which comes around 4320, 4330 area. That is one of the supports, and then 4260. So looking at the trend on the daily, the 12 EMA is converging with 34. So it was trying to hold it from 4382 all the way to 4581, but now it's converging. Tomorrow it might converge more and 12 becomes lower and 34 becomes higher. So trend is clearly negative, clearly sell off. We will turn to neutral once we are above 4460, not at this stage. All right. So if you're in short, I think it's really good opportunity to short. You should sell below 4382. Stop loss is 4490 because open and low were same on the futures. So the target is pretty, stop loss is pretty clear. 4490, it's right there. 4390, 4390. That's your stop loss. If it breaks, we can move higher. But possibility of moving higher is significantly low. As of now, the trend is weak and we need to do some level of positivity to bring it to neutral, which I don't think so is happening. Netflix numbers on Tuesday, Wednesday, we have Tesla. Let's see how they move. I don't know what you're talking, Chirag, which is looking at inverted head and shoulders. I'll check. I don't see anything. 4330 is my line where it found the support or has the base last few times. So 4330, I'm just making it darker and in a different color. I'm making it a purple color. So this is 4330 area where we had some level of support in the past. Inverted head and shoulders was there, and like inverted head and shoulder comes around 4260. If you're talking about this one, we like 4581. If we take this as a neckline, then it comes around this, up goes here, comes around, start from here all the way down, goes up, goes down, goes up. Still we have 4260. That's about 120 points away. So really high possibility of it testing this. We might bounce, possibly. We may fail, possibly, but we'll trade the level and react to it. I'll not assume that it will happen, but let's take level by level. As of now, on the higher side, I don't see any level. And by the principle of Heikin-Ishii, which we use, right? We have a flat top here. Flat top, you should continue selling it. So the next level of support comes around 4330 and 4295. 4330 and 4295. Right now it's 70% bearish because we are, first of all, open equals to high equals 4390. Second thing is weekly evening star continuation. There's no positivity in the market as of now. So I'll just say neutral, because if you have to take any trade on the other side, if we break 4390, so I'll say if you want to buy above 4390, stop loss will be 4382 and targets will be 4404 and 4440. That's the best I can see. as of now on, because even on Friday we reverted back from 44.40. We reverted back. Thank you. We reverted back from 44.40. We consolidated on Thursday around 44.20, 44.40, and then finally last hour we gave up. So bulls or the tickers which are supposed to hold the market, they just gave up and they did not show any sign of holding it together. So if they are not showing any signs, there's not showing any signs of buying, then it is clear that the sentiment is bad and we should go down. And that's what is happening right now. So we should be selling this with high conviction, which is 70%. In case something happens on the positive side, they're very small moves, 15 points and maybe like 50 points at a stretch. We can only, I'll also mention 44, 58. Above, we can become positive. Not as of now. Let's go into the NQ. Same thing is with NQ. NQ is, first let's check on the weekly candle. NQ has a flat top on the weekly candle, and it's, if I extend this to the right, it tried to break out of this top bottom regression channel, but now it has lost the support again, and it is trading below 13,900 area, which is not really good because it is a 50% Fibonacci level, and 50% Fibonacci level is usually very weak. So it should give up and try to test. Again, it's coming back from a rejection of 61. Usually of a reaction of 61, you come back to 23. So possibility of 13,410, 405 area is really, really high on the weekly. And on the daily side, because the trend is already negative, and these are high Kenichi, it's a flat top. It's showing that yes, test of 13,900 was there multiple times, and today we broke it, and now we are holding well below this. If you look at them with a normal candle, you'll see completely different picture. That's why I say that for a trend, just try to convert them into high Kenichi and see if they are giving you any clarity. It was a bearish engulfing candle normally on the NQ. It closed right on 13,900 area, and which is a 50% Fibonacci. So again, I'm short here. Let me see if the NQ open high were same. No, it just tested 13,900. So stop loss is 13,900, and targets are 13,675, 13,675, 13,405. 80%, like not 80%, 70% cuts the index. It's a sell below or sell in the range 13,825 to 75. In this range, you can sell it. There's no positive here. Weekly close below 13,900 was bad. Break of 61.8 pip. Now, in case something positive happens, how much we can move? I think the resistance is at around 14,000 and 14,100. 61.18 Fibonacci will be really, really tight. So 61 comes around 14,100. So in case some positive or something really good happens in the market and we tend to move up 14,000 and 14,120 area. Because right now I'm negative, So I'll be waiting for the negative trades in the market. But in case market reverses, and there could be any reasons in the real market, if it goes above 39.45, I'll go. But more or less, I am negative on the market. Triple Q. Triple Q had a clear bearish engulfing like here. I'll also increase this. Bearish bear engulf. Okay. So this is short and neutral. Okay. So triple Q. Trend is negative. 34 is clearly above the 12. The price action of Friday was significant because it covered entire body from Wednesday. Plus, it was able to breach exactly 3900 to 338.57. So again, it should go and test 326, 333. Highly likely it's going to go down. It's the levels for NQ and QQQ are similar if you want to use them. Stop loss is 338.57, which equates to 3900. Sell below that area. Targets are 333, 326. It's a bearish engulfing. Again, break of 61.8 Fibonacci. Trend is negative. Support 50% is gone. 330 is a good support, but usually when we break from 61, we do come and test 23.6. So most likely we should come and see 326. Most likely. Let me just check on the last time it bounced from 333, it went up, but next couple of time it failed at 33 and went on to test 23 and kind of bounced from there. So possibility of it testing 326 is really high. And let's take step by step. If 333 breaks, we'll check on 326. If 326 breaks, we'll go and check onto the lower level. I'll not say anything until we break certain levels. We'll take step by step and react to those levels. Just keep it simple. On the longer side, if something really drastic happened in the market, if we go above 340, we buy above 340.75. Stop loss is 338.57, 344 and 346. In case something positive happens on the market, guys, 1 second. Okay, so that's my view on the index. I am again reiterating myself again and again. I am not seeing anything positive from the index. Friday, or not Friday, I keep on repeating myself. Thursday was a bad day for the market. And again, let's take step by step. Let's not assume that this is going to happen. Let's react on the market levels and condition and trade on that. Because if we fill our mind that yes, this is something which is going to happen, if it doesn't happen, then it becomes difficult for us to trade. So let's go on to Apple. All these stocks are setting up for inverted head and shoulders, but failed. Apple had a massive bearish engulfing. It covered the entire candle and came close to an area 164.75. Now below this, I don't see any support until 158 and 157. This is an important area for Apple to hold. If it loses 164, I'll be a clear seller on Apple. Looking at the futures that they are trading at almost 0.5% on Nasdaq, on 0.75% on ES, I think it's already negative. So I would be short on Apple. I'll be sell below 164. Stop loss 164.75. And because it went on to the straight line, there was no consolidation here in this case, even when it was coming down or going up. So I really don't find any support from here to here. Like from here to here, there's no, it went up in straight line, it came down in straight line. So there's never consolidation which happened. So if there's no consolidation in the price, it means it will be very quickly to drop. So I am looking forward for 158.90 and 157 on Apple. 158.90 and 157.50. Possibility is really high because it was a massive bearish engulfing. Bearish engulfing is a pattern, or you can say an outside candle is a pattern where you, like the buyers came here on Wednesday, they took the price up almost here, but sellers came in, they absorbed all the buying and kept on selling until the lowest of the day, which means that the selling was intense and serious because there was no significant possibility of a bounce. And now it's coming to test the important 78 Fibonacci plus the aggression and bottom area. If it loses this, boom, it should come and test this area. All right, that's why it is really, really important. AMD, since it has broken below this area, 99, I do not have any support on AMD until 85, 86 area. So I am actually ignoring AMD for now as a trade, but it is a good short setup. Again, it has a bearish engulfing. It covered all the buying opportunity on Thursday by selling starting of the day. And if you look at very clearly, the very basic scanner which we have, that open equal to low equals to high or equals to high. If you use that scanner in this market, I think you're going to be really, really good in managing your stock expectations, because in this market, if we are opening flat on the short side, it's easier to write them. So AMD is short, like all the chip stocks, with all the supply chain issues with Shanghai. Again, like zero policy, zero COVID policy from the Chinese government. Shanghai is facing some struggle to open up. About 20, about 3 weeks it is closed. It is going to have, and Shanghai is the biggest port for China. So it is going to have significant impact on the supply and demand, leading it to more and more issues with chip stocks. So I'm gonna, like, if you want to short, you can short AMD, but I'm keeping it away for now. Instead, I am introducing target here. I did target on Friday as well, and target was consolidating really well. It's ready for a move. If market somehow goes down, it's ready for a move. This is the neckline. It has a target of 254 sitting on it. A break of 237, like this was important area, this was important area, and Friday or Thursday tested and closed above 236. So now it is ready for a move. I am sure it can continue. I'll be a buyer of target at any dip. Like if it comes around 235, 236, I'll be definitely a buyer on Pioneer 235, 236. Stop loss is 230, and target is 248 and 254. These are defensive stocks. And should run. If market holds out, Walmart, Target, Costco should give you opportunity to continue their moves. Amazon gave up badly. But again, it's making an inside day from the price action. The trend is turning negative, and it is holding 3006 for last 3 or 4 times. So if I have to really go short on Amazon, I would love to short it because it has failed on that inverted head and shoulders. Short it around 3006. So I would love to sell this, sell below 3006. And my target is 2945. And again, I'm not expecting anything positive from the company in the earnings. Just because they had a split, they went up. Otherwise, the numbers last time were really bad, and not expecting anything significantly positive on Amazon numbers this time either. So I'm short on them, Amazon, and these are my target. But I will only sell only below, just mentioning only below this area. If it goes below this area, the pullback will be quick and fast. If you see this in Heikkinen sheet, it is dropping, and it was trying to like flat top, and then it has 2 dodges. That's why I want a confirmation of a break below this area. If it holds 3006 somehow, or it drops to maybe 2980 and then quickly bounce back to 3006, like tomorrow morning, if market drops, it goes down to 2980, and within 15-20 minutes, maybe half an hour, it recaptures 3006. I think it might be a good opportunity to go long for small moves, but more or less 3006 breaks, it's a confirmation on the short side. And guys, if anyone has to share their views, please share with charts. You can share that on charts and we do the collaboration. Just typing in doesn't make sense. Explain why you are saying so that it's easier for everybody to understand. Then we have BA. BA still holding positive because it's a morning star continuation, and 182, it closed right on 182, which is the 12 EMA. If it holds 182, it might try to visit 187. If it fails, then there's no point. So I'm just turning neutral on BA because it has to hold 182. So buy above 182. If it does, targets at this, its percentage is declined significantly to 60%. And let's see if it works out or not. Because BA has, I was looking at the passenger traffic for airlines and travel stocks. It was significantly higher. The cost of travel is also higher. So these companies are trying to get a higher revenue, which means they have a significant demand as well. With significant demand for airlines means significant uh, order book for Boeing, and they are increasingly delivering this uh, like planes. Plus, with China also using Boeing now, Southwest China, I think, Airlines is using Boeing now. Possibility of a very good move, like we have seen in Costco, we have seen in Caterpillar. I think it's the next move is in Boeing. I'm just counting my candles here for move. It's supposed to move as soon as it breaks 190, but let's see how many days, like, because it has earnings next week. Whether it reacts after the earnings or before the earnings, I don't know, but it is setting up for a very big move, similar to what you saw on Caterpillar and Costco. Then I have Roku. I do not want to include this, so I'm ruling this out, and I may include Square. Let's see Square. Square tried to break out recently after a really bad earnings, and then they gave a good guidance and moved higher. Since then, it was holding this 1234 above, but now it's coming to a point where it is getting convergent towards each other. And Friday's action was totally bearish engulfing. This completely captured. So the moment it loses 120, it opens up for 111 because it moved in single trade, back to back trade up. So all these things will most likely come down the same way. So I'll be looking to short Square, sell only below 120. If it only breaks 120, go down, and stop loss will be 123. Target, you see, there's no, when it was moving up, there was no consolidation whatsoever. There's no price action which is at the candles at the same level. So I would just pick up the top of this candle and the bottom of the buying area. Again, I'm 60% negative on this. Bearish engulfing on daily. I did not pick up Roku because Roku was not giving me a good trade. I try to pick up possibilities which are really fine. Caterpillar. I don't know how many of you remember. I told very clearly Caterpillar is there and Thursday is also there. So a very big move can be expected on Caterpillar. If you took that into consideration, Thursday was there. It almost gave $10 move. Usually Caterpillar is not a stock like that, but now it has broken out. I would love to add this back at 225. Most likely Monday morning, it will open a little lower, similar to target. So I'll be really interested to add near 225. My stop loss will be now 223.50. This is a stock which I will buy on the dip. 225 is my stop loss. Hey, 223.5 is my stop loss. My targets are 233, and this is a breakout of 38, and after a good consolidation, 241. 70%, and it's a breakout trade, breakout continuation. Again, people who do not understand this, look, Caterpillar was holding in this range. It was holding. There was no closing below the 215 price, and there was no closing above the 225 price. When you have a massive consolidation like that, they're bound to be a move, especially on the monthly expiries, where you will see a big move coming out from those companies. So really, really awesome trade if you took that on Thursday. We clearly said Thursday is going to go really, really good. Thank you, Devin. So now this should be held because we break out of this. This should be held, and we should look forward for these to move. Similar to this, try to find out a stock which is consolidating really, really well in a range, and then it's getting ready for a big move. Trade on that. One single trade can change your account. One single good trade. There's no need to do 100 trades. One single trade is enough. Then in my list, I have Snow. Snow also, I just want to eliminate too many tech. I'll pick up FDX here or UPS because I want to look into states where we can see possible moves. Similar to CAT, FTX is also holding this area of 200. It's holding, it's making a bull flag here for me. FTX. It's making a bull flag right here. It should, boom, go up. So possibility of it 203, 204, if it holds, I think it can really continue. And a move towards 210 and 210, I think, yes, that's the gap here. A move towards 210 is possible. Not a very big move, but a move towards 210 is really possible on FTX. So a move, FTX is positive. It's a bull flag for me. And I'm looking to fill the gap. If we fill the 210 gap, I think there will be a continuation. But let's see, because market will not go down 2% every day. There will be stocks in the market which will be down. There will be stocks in the market which will go up. In that case, stocks which are going up will be stocks like these. Stocks which are going down will be majority of the tech stocks. And right now, futures are significantly bad. It's like 43.60, 261 now. And it's continued to fall. So let's see if it tests 43.20, 43.30 area overnight and holds and come back, gives an opportunity to sell on rise, or it continues to bleed further. Because there's no respite as of now. And based on my understanding, I think we are looking for a newer low than the March. February was 4,200, March was 4,100. This may be the 4,000 gap. 204 on FTX is my stop loss. 203.50. Buy near 2,000, 204 to 205. And again, do not rush into this market. As I said, 210.67. That's the gap. And then 260. 60%. CCL, AL, NCLH, they again, like, they are in the same range. Buy them if you find them in a range. Target is still 21.25. So CCL, again, everything is same. Home Depot has seen significant correction. Again, it's a bearish engulfing. It wants to move further. I thought it will hold the 12 EMA and test the 30-foot, but no, it just wants to give up. So if market is weak, the weaker stocks will go weaker much more. So just sell them with a 3-0. Again, from neutral to short, sell below 304 or 5, or sell near 34, 35. Stop loss is 37, 300 and 295. Extremely weak. Google, I think Google has some gaps. I'll just show you the gaps on the 5-year candle. This is the gap at 1600. There is a gap at 1900. Let me add the gap finder just to see. And let me just change the color to maybe this one for now. There are gaps here. No, this is not a nice color to identify. I messed it up. The gaps are here at 2100. This 2495 gap is filled. There is a gap at 2410 and 2453. So we should look for that gap, 2400. This is the gap right here. There's one gap, there's another gap. We should aim for that. I think in all the negative, Google may post really, really good results. I have no doubts in that. But looking at this 2495 area has been a significant support, and Google has not breached this regression line in the past. This week, it had breached, closed below this. Now, I don't see any support. It's a clear sell on rise, but looking at the market condition, it's already like short. Sell below 2540, 2570 is the stop loss, 2495 and 2453. That's the gap, and 24010 gap fill. See, there's a significant move of about 4% on Google. That's there. Netflix, and this is bearish engulfing as well. Bearish engulfing, broken below the regression channel. And this is the first time since COVID it has broken below the regression channel, which clearly shows that yes, it's getting weaker, intensely weaker. So it moved in single direction up, back to back, back to back. Now it's come down to a stage where if it loses, I don't see any support, a significant support until 2300 on Google. Then I have Netflix. Netflix have earnings this week, and Netflix is already like, it's, if you take this thing, it's kind of making a bearish flag. If it loses 340, I think it opens up a can of worms on Netflix. So 330 is really, really important because again, 290 was the low of COVID, and below that there are gaps on in Netflix at 223. I don't know whether it can test 223, but if it goes down, it goes down. On the contrary, with the earnings, if it posts something remarkable, I don't know how and when, but if they do somehow, I think there's a possibility of a remarkable bounce back on Netflix. But that's really, really low possibility as of now. It's making like 330 breaks. I am super short on it's bearish engulfing 342, 330, and 315. Netflix is short. It's a bearish flag, bear flag. Sell below 340. Target is 330, 315. I think 350 or 340 should be the stop loss as well. There's a high possibility of 70%. Walmart. Walmart is making a doji after moving at the top, which is never really a good setup. Like if you have a candle moving in straight line and then on the top making a doji, and this is a gravestone doji, meaning the open and the close were same, meaning people were not sure what to do. Either it will come and test at 153, that will be a really, really good option to add Walmart, or it will break higher above 158. So right now I am interested to buy the dip on Walmart, or I will be interested to short this. If I have to short, I will be shorting this. But again, in this market, I'll not be inclined to short Walmart. Instead, I'll be looking to add it around 153. So I will be buy near 153 to 155 area with a stop loss of, I'll say 154, stop loss of 153, target of 150. We are struggling to break this trend line. So maybe in the next time, once we test it, goes up, we should have some strength. Otherwise, I'm not interested to short this. I'm interested to buy this if it comes in this area. So 153, 154. Target is 158, 50, and 160. Reducing it to 60%. It is also inside week, so possibility of a bigger move is there. Microsoft, it's a clear sell on rise. I've told Microsoft and Tesla will be the two biggest losers of this market if we have the balance sheet reduction, because they saw significant move. Look from here, all the way from 130, it went on to make 350. Now it is losing this important trend line, and I'll be selling this below 278. $280 has provided some significant support, but again, it lost that channel, closed below it on the weekly basis, so it's significant. Now the target is 269 for 269 and 263. There is a gap in Microsoft of 243. You may even find 243 as well. I'll not be surprised. Lost regression channel 280 level on weekly, bearish engulfing as well. Nvidia, it did test 227 but failed to hold any of that. Now it's at the lower end of the channel. 212, sell it. Sell below 208. Stop loss will be 212, which it was holding. Targets are 200 and 200, which is the round number, and 197. 197, in fact 180 can also be there on Nvidia. D-Dog, I don't want to do D-Dog. Twilio, I don't want to do Twilio. Let me add McDonald's here. Again, McDonald's is something consolidating similar to Walmart and Target. If you get around 248, 249, McDonald's is positive. Buy near 249. Stop loss, I'm keeping 246.50. 253, 258. It's high possibility that McDonald's may break out pretty soon. Lulu, it's struggling that around 400 area. Again, I would love to buy this at 378, and there are gaps. So either it comes around 378, I will be a buyer there. 375 to 378. Like when you have a breakout, always try to enter into the areas where these companies have given you opportunities. So this is holding. So I'll keep a stop loss of 372 on Lulu. Again, the target is repeat for 403. This time I will say 398. 403. Reducing the percentage to 60. McDonald also has inside week, so let me just copy that. Then we have Tesla. Tesla lost some important levels. Again, it's consolidating between the 12 and 34. It tested once again 1149, could not hold on, and losing this. The moment it loses 982, 929 is the level. And whatever numbers you expect from Tesla, I don't think so it's going to do anything better. So 982 is my stop loss. If I am going short, I want to go short below 970. I don't think so it's going to post really good numbers. 930 is the direct area, 930 and 887. 929, 887. Highly possibility of posting really bad numbers. Then we have a scoop for one ticker. We did target FTX. We did Square. Okta, I think it's holding really well in a range of 141, 140. It's holding this line pretty significantly. It's not losing that. So either it breaks above 148, I'll be really interested to jump. If it holds here, I'll watch. So let me do one thing. Let me share the Zoom link onto the chat. If you're interested, go and discuss your charts, or if you have your screen, you can come over. I'm just going to open this up. Yep, it's open now. The chat is there. Shopify, it's bad. There are gaps at 440 Shopify. If you really want to short this, go ahead. But the options are so expensive on Shopify that they're not worth trading. Like you have to make some serious overnight gains in Shopify. Again, Mr. Rajendra Singhania, if you want to discuss, you should share your screen and tell me why you think weekly McDonald's is bad, is bearish. I'm opening up weekly candles. I don't think so. It's a weekly bearish candle at all. It's an inside week. If I convert this into Haikinishi, I have no reasons to believe it's bearish. So just don't say it's bearish because you feel it is bearish. You need to give me a rationale that why you think it's bearish. And again, the idea is you share your thoughts, I will share my thoughts. But it's not about like you'll ask and I'll answer. Yes, Vivek.
Hey, hi, Naval. I would like to share my chart once.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll make you the host. And guys, idea is to share, not to just come and ask. If you will not share your thoughts, not share your process, you will never learn. And I will
Uh,
also not learn anything from you. Yes.
so now I was looking at UPST. It is like
It's
pretty
a
much
bear
like it.
flag.
Yeah, it's a bear flag, and it has a gap uh, over here from 82 to 60 till 62.
100% possibility of filling
Possible,
that gap.
and like the price to risk to profit reward is like really good. It is at 50 cents right now, the put. So I thought like maybe you can add that also in your
Yeah,
list.
it's a good trade. Let me add that. Give me the levels. UPST has, it's a bear flag for sure.
Yeah. Uh, it was like on Friday, sorry, Thursday, it was high at 88.62 and low at 82.34, and the gap is from the same thing, 82. Okay,
I think I would love to sell this below 79.
79. Okay.
I want to sell this below 79 with because that's my Fibonacci level which I'm holding.
Mm-hmm.
And stop loss will be uh,
Maybe
it's also making a clear head and shoulders as well, if you really want to see.
on daily.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's making a it's a bear flag for sure, but it's also making a head and shoulders. So it's
for sure, short.
so possible target of 58 to 60. That's coming.
Mm-hmm. So it's a huge gap, and like we can make good money on that.
Yep, possibly yes.
And one more is snow. I know like you don't like snow. I was just looking into it. Can we consider this one as gap? Like maybe it can fall till here once.
Snow has a gap. Yes, this
Okay.
this was like on the earning days. It opened low and then next day back to back it moved.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you can consider that.
Okay. Yeah, that's it from my side. No, thanks.
Thank you. So I have added UPST, and this was I was talking about head and shoulders. A break of this, boom. Like this is usually the length 150 to 79. So at least 50%, which is 35 to 40, like 40ish area on this. Again, guys, I don't know about these phantom prints. These are some marketing gimmicks by the companies. If you want to use them, use them. I do not trust them, just to be honest. I trust the price which is shown here on the books, on the tape. I use black box and it does shows all these things, but I do not use that as my primary source of trading. If you trust that this thing works for you, use that. I don't use that as my primary source. Primary source is the price action. Yes, Sandeep.
So Navaldeep, I was looking at the crypto, maybe the crypto tickers. So I'm looking at the Coinbase, and it seems like on daily it has lost all the support.
Yep, it's
I
weak.
think every day, and it's weak, and seems like it is going to go short. Maybe you can.
Yes, it's already like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 candles.
Yeah.
So it's already extendedly short. I would
But
love.
if you look at the last support, it was holding on daily in March. It has
See,
broken
there
that.
is no support for coin at this moment.
Yeah.
Problem is that it is so oversold at this time that I would love to see some bounce on it to short it further.
Okay.
We discussed this, I think, last time, maybe on Wednesday night, that it was around 154, 155, that it is just short. Just sell this. So if it comes around 154, 155 area, just sell this again.
Okay.
If you sell it here, then I don't think that there's going to be a problem, but it's better if things are in your control, because stop loss will be much easier.
Okay, makes sense. Okay. Yeah, that's the only one I wanted.
Yes, Adi.
Yeah, hi Naval. Just want to know about Roku and Roblox because I have positions on those existing positions, and
See, Roku is not doing anything. I was thinking that it will do something. Again, it's making a bear flag. If Netflix posts bad numbers, Roku will be decimated.
so it's negative trend.
It's negative. This is called a bear flag. From
Which
top
one? I
here,
cannot see what you are drawing.
I've shared my screen.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
checking the
Yeah,
TV.
I see that now. Yeah. Okay.
This is a bear flag.
Okay.
The moment it loses 111, it's done.
Okay. So better get out of the calls. And what about Roblox, RBLX?
That company was like pumped by all these CNBC people.
Yeah, metaverse company related, and yeah.
See, metaverse will come at one time, but as of now, metaverse is not doing anything.
Okay.
It may consolidate here. You have stocks or you have options?
I have calls, but I will better get exit tomorrow, I think, because I will lose more money.
It's consolidate. See, tomorrow by the morning, you will get up. The market is already, I think, day low, 43.60. Nasdaq is down well above 1% now. It's already gone by morning, so it will open around 40, 41.
Okay, got it, Paji. And one last one, Facebook, just general idea, what do you think?
Facebook is the cheapest, but I still don't see any respite on this.
So if I have stocks, I can sell covered calls at the money just to get some premium.
But again, like their earnings can be really, really tricky for any of these companies. Right now, I don't
are
see.
only next week, right? So this week, 1 week, I can send a covered call.
See, by the morning, you will get up. It will open around 205, 204.
Oh, okay.
Because market is down, right? You look at NQ. It was 13,800, now 13,760 already. Almost 1% down.
Got it. So Facebook also downtrend, no hope, in your opinion?
See, this, again, you're asking a question which I have no idea. I can tell you the current trend. The current trend is weak. If I have to buy, I will not buy Facebook at this time. I'll buy a Facebook when there is a change of trend.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Raji.
No problems. Yes, Sandeep, you have anything else?
Yeah, I just wanted to put my thoughts on Facebook. If you see the last earning, they did really bad, and the whole reason they changed from Facebook to Metaverse company was to put more publicity into their name to bring in more traffic. But it seems like they're not doing anything, and even this earning, they'll be doing bad too. So because
most likely.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
But again, the earnings are very tricky. They may announce something which we are not aware of. They may announce about a buyback. They may announce something which we are not sure. So I don't know what they're going to do because their price is really, really bad and they are answerable to their stockholders. Let's see what they do. Earning wise, revenue wise, I think they'll do okay. In terms of guidance, in terms of possible positive move, I'm looking forward to that because this is really cheap at this time.
Yeah, but I think before COVID, they were like hovering around like 150 range. So all this boom came in during the COVID only.
It was free money from the Fed.
Yeah.
Now Fed has not taken a single money out yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So when they start gonna take money out, their balance sheet, everything gonna go to
Yes.
down.
We discussed this in December when people were not even aware of that ECB was also pumping money. ECB, I remember around 13th of December, we discussed this, that ECB and Fed, once they start reducing and once they start increasing their like not buyback, they're actually going to sell the bonds and increase the interest rate. The market is going to react. At that time, people were worrying, oh, we are going to hit 5,000, 6,000. We are still in the same zone. We are just losing more and more mid caps.
Yep. So, okay. So one more thought on Twitter. I know there have been news last week also that Alan made a offer to buy back and Twitter rejected it.
Nothing is going to happen.
Yes, and then Alan said he has a plan B, which is
you can only make money in stocks like this if you have an overnight position.
Yeah, I agree. Yep.
If you are actually entering them once the news is out, most likely you're going to lose because you don't know. It's only when you have a gap up and significant gap up, you get a reasonable multiplication on the option prices. But if you enter, those already are really, really high with IVs. And the moment the stock consolidates for 5-10 minutes, you start to lose. So that's the reason I just kept them out.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think buying the share might be an option because since now Alan has made the offer and they don't want to sell to Alan, probably they might find somebody else to sell it. So
they may find some more buyers, but Twitter has reasonable command over the public.
Yep.
It has really high potential as compared to Snapchat or Instagram. Twitter is really, really big.
Yep.
And
yeah, it is a possible news source compared to all the other gimmicks.
Yes, so there's a high possibility of it becoming a really, really good stock and get multiplied over a period of next few months. It's better to invest in its stocks than in its options.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's a better stock option than compared to buying an option on this one, because if they don't sell it to anyone, Aaron probably bring in more buyers to buy 10% or 14% share, and then eventually he will kick the board off the roof. So that's
there's so much of like ifs and buts in that situation, right? So let's see how things pile up. But as of now, from an investment point of view, yes, it's a good setup for investment.
Okay.
Yes, Mohammed Rakib. Yes, Facebook earnings were bad because of the iPhone privacy. Yes. Have you seen anything change in that privacy? I have not seen anything. Snapchat went up because they were decimated reasonably. And now Snapchat is trading, and they said they do not have any issues with iPhone privacy. Snapchat, again, if you see from 83 is trading at 33, making a bearish flag, clearly bearish flag. Sometimes we see everything, but we tend to ignore it. It's a bearish flag. Again, earnings are very speculative. I have no controls on that. But right now, this is what I'm seeing. Anyone else? Let me just read the comments if anyone has any questions. Otherwise, I'm pretty much done. Yep, tomorrow bullet 4. Always look at the Forex calendar to see what might be happening this Forex. I need to see. I'm not done. I don't think this didn't few risk of stocks for long. Yep, selling index is there. No idea about that, David. I've never checked if European markets are closed, they'll have lower volume. I've never tried that. Can't stay. Okay. Happy holidays. It's a default regression channel, Muhammad Rakib. I have a video for this. If you want, you can just check on that. Thank you, Mr. Kitmer. Bitcoin, yes. I do not trade Bitcoin, but they are consolidating and they are coming to a range where they could actually fall back. Yeah, healthcare is good to go long. Airlines also. Why not Roku? Roku is not a good setup right now. TNX, yep, yields are going higher. Bullet speaks tomorrow, 104. Thank you, Devin. McDonald's we did, Shop we discussed. Again, Sunman, all these things are marketing gimmicks. If people are so sure about their tool, why did they use themselves and make money? My theory is simply that. Thank you guys. Gold is, I have a gold target of $2,700. Pins, like all these companies are dependent on ad revenue. And see, just look at the chart for Pins or Snap. It's not able to sustain the 12 EMA at all. If you really want to buy this company or trade into this company, you should have a closure above 34 EMA on the positive side. If it does that, yes, you should go and invest in this company. If it doesn't, then no. Gold is a target of 2,600 for me. It's running, it's flat. Again, the same thing which was happening in Costco and Caterpillar. Not holding any close below 1929. I have said this more than enough. 1929 is an area to add gold. Look at this. 1929, tuck, and boom, it went up. It has really high potential. And on the monthly candles, let me just do this. This is also making a cup and handle on the monthly and over a period of 1 decade. You are seeing a cup and handle on gold. That's why I have a target of 2,600 on gold, 2,615. That's 30% from here. Yogesh Patel, you need to join through Zoom to communicate. There's no muting, unmuting on YouTube. All right. So we are at the day's low on ES 4358. We have significant volume, 29,000 in about 2 hours. At 8 o'clock, when Asian markets will open, you will see some high volume in here. Alrighty. Thank you very much. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Bye-bye.